Oh, buddy.
Buddy. Alright, so we're running a pod at Myles' new house. It's pretty sick, I will say. How's it feel to be a homeowner?
I'm not
A renter. How does it feel to be a renter?
Feels good. It feels, it's nice to break away from the parents. It's nice to...
You miss him?
Yeah, I miss Mr. Buster the most. My dog.
Are you gonna get your own pet, you think?
Not here, you can't bet too.
That's tough, bro. But he is living with Lance, our only podcast guest ever. But now we have a new podcast guest, Myles Herman. And in about 8 days, we are running the Eugene Marathon together. And it should be pretty crazy. Do you feel ready?
Not really. Definitely not.
It creeps up fast on you, huh?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. How are you feeling for the Eugene Marathon?
I'm feeling sharp.
Feeling sharp? Feeling ready?
I'm feeling pretty sharp.
What makes you feel sharp?
I don't know, like mentally, I feel good. Physically, I feel good.
What's making you mentally feel good? What in your training is really standing out to make you feel like you got this in the bag?
I've just built up a machine.
What?
If I'm being honest, I just feel like a machine it's ready to be operated.
Yeah, you do honestly, like you do have like pretty fast paces. Your Strava's pretty dialed, just a machine, yeah? What's your kilometers per week right now?
It's like 55.
55, and how many runs are you doing per week?
Like 3.
3 runs. How do you
like
structure that?
I'll explain to you how I've approached this prep. So I've been running since the BMO. The BMO, we can talk about the BMO because you wanted me to talk about the BMO.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we'll talk about the BMO, but I'll explain to you what I'm doing for this prep before we talk about the BMO. So the BMO is like the Vancouver Marathon, and I did that one last year with about 6 weeks of preparation. Which is delusional. I never ran before. Like I've ran in sports and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, but
long story short,
let me tell the story.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, this guy. All right, we're talking to the camera right now. This guy, six weeks of training, is like, I'm going for sub 3. You just heard his response. He's like, I'm fucking prepared. That's exactly how he was doing for the sub 3 marathon.
You talked to me the night before.
I talked to you the night before.
I was delusional.
This guy. All right, so if you're a runner. If you're not a runner, essentially running sub 3 marathon is like, it's insane. Like you run a sub 3 marathon is like, I would say you're getting up to like pro level running. Like you're probably like a college level. Like it's pretty impressive to run a sub 3 marathon. It's a lot of dedication, a lot of grinding and just discipline to be able to do that. And yeah, so Dylan's 6 weeks out, like just starts training. This guy's walking around like he owns the entire Victoria Island. Like he is walking like he owns running. Like he's literally talking like he invented. Like you're talking like you invented running. And he's like, oh yeah, sub 3. I'm gonna come out of it. Like so, literally he gets to the BMO. He's going there with his dad. And this guy goes to the every time if you've never ran a marathon, if you've never ran like a run before, you have to go pick up your bib, and they have like this expo, and you go in and you pick up your bib, you're waiting in line, and then you go and you pick up your bib, pick up the stuff with it, whatever they give you, and they usually have like shoes and they have like shirts and all this kind of stuff there. This guy looks at these shoes and he's just like, oh, I love these, and just buys them.
Okay, so this
you bought them and wore them.
This is what happened. Everyone in my life that cares about me advised me not to get new shoes before the race. But I trained my whole marathon in some Sport Check baseline dusty Nikes. It felt like I was running on concrete the whole prep. My legs were in shambles because I never ran before, and I got ChatGPT to make me up a program. And I was just running like an insane amount of kilometers. I never ran before, but I was just pushing through the pain because Goggins told me to. Goggins said push through the pain, so I was pushing through the pain. And my leg was in shambles the whole prep. And then I get to the Marathon Expo and I try on these Hoka Silos. And they're like the carbon plated, like top of the line Hokas, and I was like, oh my god, these are unreal.
No,
it wasn't even in the same, it wasn't even in the same league, the comfort levels from my shoe to that shoe, and I was like,
yeah,
okay, if I'm running sub 3 first tee, I need the Hokas.
But long story short,
so I didn't tell anyone. I just bought them. And I was wearing them, no matter what anyone said. They didn't need to. I was trying to hide them from my girlfriend, and we were FaceTiming, and she saw them. She's like, "What are those?" I was like, "Oh, don't worry about that."
But like, if you're not used to running, like it is like textbook. You do not buy new runners like right before a marathon. Like,
Buddy.
Like I bought these. I bought these like 12 days before the marathon. They already come pre-broken in. I ran in them. They're not too bad. This guy the day before a marathon. Like 12 days is honestly pretty bad. Like I was talking to ChatGPT about it and absolutely flamed me. Absolutely bitter shreds. It told me I was not the smartest. But Dill, literally a day before a marathon, buys some new shoes, and then FaceTimes me and was like, "Oh, buddy, I just bought some new shoes." I'm like, "That's diabolical." Anyways, he's still chatting, he's still shooting his shit at 3.
The second thing I fucked up really bad, excuse my language, was
You bleeping that out? Or?
I don't care. I had these like before I left, like you know how when you're washing your socks, I live in a household with a lot of brothers and a lot of family members, and the socks just get really mixed up. And it got to the point where it was after a long week of work, and I just had no good running socks in the drawer, and I was in a rush. I'm a last minute packer. So I just grabbed these big, thick cotton socks. These are all I had in the drawer left, and I was like, oh, who cares? Threw them in there, and they're like, you know when you like wash your socks outside, like let's say your socks got wet, and you just sun dried them outside, and they're like a bit crusty. They were thick, and they felt like that. That was the feel they gave them. And I put them on in the morning, and I was like, I could have bought new socks, but instead I bought new shoes and no new socks. So I was like $40 for a sock. We don't need those.
You buy some new shoes?
No, I didn't buy any new socks. So the morning of, I took them for a little test spin. I ran around the hotel, and I was like, I could already feel that like, oh, this is gonna be blister.
You feel the sub 3 coming?
No, I could feel blister mania. I was like, this is gonna be a blister mania. I was like, Dad, let's see if we can grab some like socks on the way to the marathon. Like, but there was nowhere to get socks. Everything was closed, and we were already running late. So we just ripped into Denny's, and we gave the waiter a $40 tip off the bat. We need fast service. We're late. And she just loaded me up at Denny's with like eggs, hash brown, I had ketchup going, I had some oats going, bread. Just shoved it, just put it all down in the morning. The night before I had pounded so much
like
pasta.
An hour before. Like you probably did like an hour and a half.
Probably an hour before my Denny's.
Hour and a half. Like before a marathon, you're supposed to eat like at least like 2 to 3 hours before. Like you want to make sure that food's digested.
Yeah, and then
good.
We're like 30 minutes till we're supposed to like run, and me and my dad like hop in the car, we put on some good tunes, some hyped up rap, you know. And
you gotta insert the video. You gotta insert the video of you running. This guy, like, he starts in like what?
Okay, well I showed up. First of all, I showed up 10 minutes until I take off, and I run down there. My dad couldn't even find parking, so he just dropped me off. I run down there. I'm looking around. Everyone's warming up, and I just filled my face with Denny's. So we gotta hit the Porto, you know. We gotta clear the system before we race. I come out of the Porto, it's a crazy line, so that takes at least 7 minutes to get in there. You know what happens in there, and then we come out, and they're calling my color like yellow. You're next up, and I'm like, okay. So no warm up. So I just throw on my goggins, and I line up. I get the very front of the start.
What are you listening to in there?
Like music that no one else would like some some funk, like bass bouncing, like I'm gonna leap like a gazelle out of the starting gate. So I'm first in the line. When they cut the bib, if there was a bib or anything, they're holding us back.
I don't think there was.
There was none. They're holding us back, and I'm literally looking at the road. There's no one in front of me, and all I can think is I'm going sub 3, and I'm coming out swinging. That's all. And then I came out, they said go, and I set the pace in the first 10K with a 350.
you didn't put the clip. You gotta put the clip on.
Yeah. I'll put the clip on.
In. This guy is like, he is probably what would you say? Like probably 200, 300 yards in front of the pack. Like
I came out.
You passed what? Like walk us through that.
Yeah. So I came out, and my adrenaline was pumping like never before. I'm in the BMO, it's a big deal, and I got my muscle tee on, I'm jacked up, I'm like, let's go, and they say go, and they like, I can vividly remember this guy that was like an experienced marathon runner that did it like, I don't know, he did the BMO like 2:30 back in the day. He's older, and he was like, just make sure you guys like start out slow, like don't shock your quads, there's lots of hills at the starting. but everything went out the door. Like I was like, Goggins is telling me to take some souls. So I came out, and my goal for the first half marathon until anything went wrong was everyone that was in front of me, I was taking their soul.
That's what he told me. He literally told me, and he's like, "That's my strategy." He said, "That is my strategy."
That was my strategy.
I'm gonna pick someone in front of me, and I'm gonna pass them. And I was like,
"Here he goes, yellow group, baby. Let's see if he can keep up." There he is, front row. He's picking up the pace. This boy is making the pace for this group. Go, Dale! You got this, bro. You got this. Go, Dale. Let's go. You got this. Leading the pack, baby. Setting the pace. Oh, yeah.
So I did that for the first 20K, and I passed 3 packs of runners. I think you start like at least 10 minutes apart. So I passed the sub 3 pacer.
if you've
There was a sub 3 pacer. He started like 3 groups behind me, or 3 groups in front of me, and I passed him. So I was running under sub 3 in the first 20.
Yeah.
So I was cooking. I was like, oh, okay. So like the back, I'll be able to like slow down. My strategy was I'm gonna come out swinging, and then I can just slow down a little bit near the end. But I hit like 25.
You
like
PR'd your 5K, didn't you?
I PR'd my 5K, 10K, 15K, half marathon. PR'd it all. PR'd everything. It was a great half marathon. My half marathon was flawless. It was nice. And then everything past the half marathon, I started to fall apart. I found someone like mid race, and I was like, "Hey buddy, what are you running?" And he's like, "Sub 3." I was like, "Okay, I'll just run with you." He's like, "How many marathons have you done?" I was like, "It's my first one, buddy." And then yeah, that didn't last long, obviously, because I was like after 21K, I started to fall apart. Wasn't hydrated enough, and then like 25K, 26K, I could feel my feet blistering. I could feel my toenails borderline falling off, and then I got full leg cramps. Like when he passed the bridge, I don't know exactly when that's at, but like maybe like 26K or like around 30K. I literally my legs fully cramped up, and people were cheering me on going around this corner, and I just fell over. My legs were just done. And they're like, "You got this," and I got up, and I've never experienced this in my life. But my legs were just tensing up, fully tensing up. I couldn't even walk. They were stuck straight. They're fully just having they were tensing. They were like tensing. So I was like slapping them. I was like, "Come on, boy." And I just had to battle. Whatever, like 15K I had to battle with just fully shot legs. And it was the most miserable experience ever. The longest 15K of my life. And I just remember going around that final corner after I was going through that 15K of misery. I had to keep stopping. And he was like, "Go down," and I was like trying to keep my legs moving, but they were cramping up, so I was like waddling, and it was bad. And when I finally finished that race, saw my dad, I gave him a hug, and I literally got humbled, bro. I shed a tear. I was like, I shed a tear of like happiness and like pain, because it was like way more painful than I anticipated, way harder than I anticipated, but also it was so rewarding to like, even though I finished with 4 hours. I finished up 4 hours and 26 seconds. So
it was insane. It was pretty good.
It was my first time with like no training, so I was still super proud of myself.
An hour off your goal though. Pretty close though.
To be honest, at like 25K, my Strava was off, everything was off, my headphones died, so I did that whole last half of it shot like no music.
Yeah.
So everything just fell apart, and I was like, I didn't give a fuck about my time anymore. I just wanted to get through that race. So I was just focused on getting through it, and I didn't really care what time it was. I didn't know that I was only 26 seconds off breaking sub 4. I just had no idea. So yeah, I battled through it, shed a tear, and my legs have never been in that much pain in my life after that. I had to tape up my feet. I took off my shoes. I lost 3 toenails. It was just brutal.
I think the video that lives just rent free in my brain. I'll be like walking to the grocery store. Like I'll be just doing normal things in my day. And I'll just think about that whole experience and that like you running off the start and just being like, let's fucking go, carry the fucking boat. I'm carrying the absolute boat. And then you just swipe on one of Eddie's things, and it's just you literally waddling.
Done. Humbled.
You get passed by like some 50-year-old mom.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's the most humbling thing is when
So
you look at someone, they're passing you mid-marathon, you're like, that person shouldn't be passing me right now.
No.
I was talking with Lance this the other day. I was like, that's probably like my biggest pet peeve is when you're training for a marathon, you're running, like you're running the goose, you're out running, and somebody passes you.
Yeah.
Like when someone passes you.
I'm that guy that passes people.
When you're the guy that passes people, you're like, I'm that guy. You're like,
you get passed.
Slow shrimp, dude.
Yeah, I was getting passed by a lot of people in that race.
So I looked at, like when I first was running that marathon, I got humbled. I was like watching people pass me, I was like, this person shouldn't be passing me. Like, there's no way this person's more physically active than I am.
Yeah, I literally saw like 50-year-old women like cooking me, and I was like, dude, why am I wearing a muscle tee? Like, I'm not like, like, what am I doing right now? It was very humbling. If you need to be humbled, if your ego's a little too high, just go do a marathon because it'll sit you down and it'll force you to put in the work. Like the thing I learned about that is I thought I was like mentally strong enough to run sub 3 with not that much training, but it's not even about that. Like you have to be that tough physically as well. Like it didn't matter what my mental state was in when my legs shut down. So that's what I've learned, and I never quit since that day, and I've been grinding for a full year straight now. And in this prep, my approach, I don't have a coach, I don't have anything, is just run 3 times a week. I prefer, like I do like one run at like 15, 16K, it feels like a good pace where I can rip pretty hard. My first run of the week will usually be like a fast one. I'll cook, I'll see how fast I can go. Then the next one I'll notice I'll be kind of sore, so I'll still push the pace, not as much. And then on Sunday, I'll do a long run. But why I'm not like doing too much is at this prep I've been listening to my body a lot more. And I found that, I don't know, maybe I need to run for long, maybe I'm just being soft, but the distance I've been doing is kept my legs fresh enough to where I'm not in shambles every run. I noticed in my last preps, my legs were just in a lot of pain like every run because I was never giving them enough time to rest. So this prep I've been giving my legs like enough time to rest throughout the week. And I haven't been overloading them, which is maybe a bad thing. Maybe I should be overloading them, but that's just kind of approach the prep. My legs have felt good like throughout this whole prep, other than like the last week.
I can say the same. Like when I ran my couple of 20Ks in this prep, like my legs weren't even sore the next day. So I was like, okay, that's good.
It's nice.
Other than this freaking IT band issue that I got going on.
Yeah, what do you got going on? Explain to the pod. Enough about me, bro.
Oh no.
You're battling some injuries going in 8 days outside of the marathon here. What's going on here? What happened?
I think it's just my IT band. That's what ChatGPT was saying. ChatGPT, I was talking to it pretty
That's your
heavily
doctor.
last night. Yeah, I was talking to it pretty heavily last night. They got the new AI feature now, so you can literally I had my headphones on in the grocery store just talking to it. I was like, what should I order for dinner tonight? Or what should I make for dinner tonight? And it told me something, and I was like, no, I don't want to make that. And I literally, I was like, I want something easy.
That's crazy.
I figured something out, and I was like, okay, what are the ingredients? What should I get? I was literally just talking to it as like if it was just a virtual assistant. It's quite nice, actually.
Crazy.
But yeah, it's pretty certain that it's my IT band. It's like right on the outskirts of my knee. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't. It's just
What's
kind
it
of
caused by?
It feels like it's soreness. It's just like being athletic. I guess like running. It is caused by running, but I think it's from soccer. From playing football or soccer. I think it's just like the fast movements, lateral movements, and stuff like that. But I'm definitely tapping out of all activity until I run the Mary. I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to do it.
How many weeks of prep have you done for this one?
I think I'm around like 7 or 8. 7 or 8.
That's like my first marathon, but 7 or 8. You're sounding like you're doing it. You're gonna share with me. You did 7 or 8 weeks of prep. You bought new shoes a week out. You're
I'm not walking around
some Denny's, buddy. You're fine.
I'm not walking around.
Joke's on you.
Joke is, I got it absolutely bang. I've been running for the last
You might as well just be delusional.
I've been running for the last year. I took like a month and a half break when I torched my hip.
I'm only joking. You're gonna do great, Myles.
But yeah. I'm definitely gonna be ripping.
You're definitely running sub 3, no?
No, Sean. I'm gonna go for sub 4. I'm gonna hang out with the sub 4 pacer. listen to like a podcast or like a book or something, and just relax and chill.
Guys, I don't know, like, what would you guys listen to if you're running a marathon? Drop it in the comment section. Me personally, it's literally
German.
It's music. I don't know if it's just me, but when I'm in the gym, I need music that like sends a shockwave through my body. Like, it gets me so hyped. Like I just want to like grab the weight and just like throw it or something. You know. But this guy puts on an Myles Herman and I podcast. He's just Zen state. Just
shout out to Alex, dude. Yeah, he's.
Shout out to Alex. He is a go.
Yeah, he's
that guy's on a new level of
smart,
smart, bro.
Yeah, but it was like a 4-hour sales podcast. It was like a 4-hour sales podcast that he was doing. I only listened to 3 of it because that's when I hit that 30K. And like, let's talk about it. Like the 30K, like I think the marathon really starts at 30, 32K.
Yeah, everything up to 30, I could probably do 30K, no problem, no jaws.
Yeah.
But like after 30K, dude, you'll only know that feeling if you've ran like a marathon. Like and in a marathon you're not like just cruising. Like you're trying your best. It's the race day. You're giving a little extra effort than you usually would. So by the time you hit 30K after giving that extra effort, and you still have 12K in your mind to go, which 12K is a long way, and you're feeling that fatigued, it's hard, especially if you're trying to keep a pace. It's very hard. I've yet to be able to keep a consistent pace throughout the whole marathon, and honestly, like I can say that I want to run sub 3 and all that. Those are just words. I really don't know until I start running on race day and see how I'm feeling at those milestones, like 20K, 30K, even 10K after the first 10K. Like with running, you'll notice you feel your body feels different on every day because you just have different fuel in your system.
That's why it's so important.
Your legs are in different fatigue states.
You don't know how your stomach's feeling that day.
Yeah, like
bad.
It's actually insane how many variables go into it. So it's like, I would be stupid to say that I'm just gonna go out there and run sub 3. Honestly, like that's a goal in my head. But if I don't get it, if I fall short, I'll get back up and I'll sign up for another marathon and I'll continue to push myself, continue to put more kilometers on each prep. And I won't quit until I hit that goal, and that's what's important. If you set out a goal, don't be sad if you don't hit that goal. If you fail, you get back up, you learn your lesson, and that's like life. That's just life, and that's why I like marathon preps, because it's like it just trains you to get more gritty in life in general. Don't you agree?
Yeah. No, I like that mentality. The mentality you have that in every aspect of your life. I definitely noticed that about you.
It keeps you sharp.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like one thing that. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of I don't even know what I'm trying to get out, but like, I don't know. I'm good at just like pushing myself physically, but like when it comes to like, I don't know, running and test faster, like there's other areas that I want to sharpen in my life as well, but like being physically sharp helps you be mentally sharp, I guess is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
So I like to balance both of them.
Yeah.
You know?
Just that mindset itself, I think you can apply that to every aspect of your life, being able to just...
I'm curious, I got a question for you, because I work in the trades, right? So I'm working with my hands every day, so it's kind of similar to like physical activity, like working out and stuff like that, like the way I just wake up and get after it. Not like, I don't know, but like what's your like morning routine to work on on your computer all day? To get like mentally sharp like that?
I wake up, walk out of bed, put a shorts on, and sit on my computer. That's it. Yeah, I don't have any morning routine, nothing, no ritual, nothing. I just get up, sit on my computer, turn it on, check my emails.
I find I need like for me when I'm doing an edit, like I need some gum or something to like keep me like when I'm sitting.
I think it's like a mental thing. You know what I mean? Like you think that you do, but I guarantee if you actually told yourself you could just sit there.
No, it just feels more fun though.
Yeah,
but like doing something.
But like at the end of the day,
maybe I was ADD. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like I know that I've been diagnosed for it. And it's like, I've literally been diagnosed. Yeah. But like, it's just like because I used to think that you have to have, like I'd be like, oh, I need to have a shower before I sit on my computer, or I need to do this before, or I need to go for a run. And it's just all excuses. At the end of the day, and Alex from Ozie actually said.
I know. Actually, let's do his podcast.
He just literally gets up and goes, sits at his desk.
He said he turns off he closes all the windows, no daylight.
I need a little bit of
nothing.
Like I have that LED light in my room. It's so bright. Like I'm pretty awake, and then I don't have my coffee until I'm an hour into my day. So if I start at like 6 or 7, like I won't have my coffee. I'll just have water before that, and then I have my 2 cups a day.
Well, what's your whole daily routine look like then?
It's honestly not like that. Like
Like, do you take a lunch break like a normal human?
Yeah, like I'll eat it around. I usually don't eat till around like 11 or 12 because I found that I'm the most productive from like 6 to like 11 or 12 on an empty stomach. Like I find that I just focus the best.
Oh really?
Yeah, and then once I eat my lunch.
Do you have your breakfast at like?
Yeah, sometimes I'll have like a banana or like.
When do you get the heavy hash going?
The heavy hash. The heavy hash.
Or is that for the weekend, Nick? You're a little sleepy after that.
No, I definitely need a nice hefty hash in the stomach. No, I usually get the heavy hash around like 11 or 12. 11 or 12. Sometimes it creeps into 1, but like usually I have it in that area.
Do you need a little like cold water like splash in the face
No,
after that one?
No, but that guy's routine, I know you're. That guy.
I don't give a shit about that guy's routine.
What? Oh, that's diabolical. No,
that's a beat.
That's a beat for sure, mate. That's crazy. What about you? What's your routine? What is it?
You want to know my routine?
Yeah.
My routine's actually been super locked in like the past like 2.5 weeks. Shout out to my brother because he's been pushing me to get my routine dialed in.
Zach,
because Zach's been super locked in.
Zach's locked, yeah.
My little brother's been like locked in trying to lose weight, and he's always like, out of nowhere, he just locked in a super dialed routine, and I noticed, and I was like, oh, this guy's pushing. But I've also always had a pretty consistent routine. But lately we've both been like trying to get our breakfast is like extremely dialed. So we wake up and we have like essentially the same thing. I have a few more eggs because I have different goals. I have like 3 to 4 eggs or more. He has like 2. But yeah, in the morning I'll have
light sauce, bud.
It's not even meat. I put salt on there. I'm hard. 5 or 6?
Me and Lance will go through a carton in a day. It's actually bad.
Yeah, but I got like a family. Like I can't just look.
Yeah, I'm dropping. Like I've got a lot more fat on my body.
I've put on 10 pounds in the past like couple
weeks. What are you weighing in?
I'm 175.
Oh, buddy, big teddy bear for the fucking.
But I'm not like it's good. I think it's good now. It might be bad for like the race, but like I'm feeling like strong.
Yeah, this is the heaviest I've actually ran a marathon. Like I guess like last marathon I ripped it at like 165, I think.
Yeah. I think peak like at sometime in this prep I was 160 and I'm 175. So I'm probably attacking it a bit wrong.
You're ripping more carbs?
I've just been hammering protein and like, so I'll run through my routine so we're not just blurting about it. I wake up, I have 3 to 4 eggs, I'll have a smoothie, I'll throw in a scoop of protein, a couple like of mixed berries, banana for some carbs. I'll get a scoop of mixed greens because I don't eat my greens that much.
You track your shit? You track it?
I don't track. I just mental notes. It's pretty consistent every day. So a scoop of mixed greens. It's just dialed. It's good for your well-being. You just get your greens because I don't eat that much veggies and stuff. So I just get a scoop of greens. Good for everything. Scoop of creatine, filled up with milk. Blend that.
I'm gonna take creatine. I don't know why.
Yeah. I get my eggs going. Recently, I just like the past 2 days, I actually started adding this to my eggs. I put some spinach in there and some onions, maybe a little bit of garlic. If I have time for it, if not, I'll just have my eggs. Make sure I get the salt on there. Eat that on the way to work. I get my water in, espresso, so I'm feeling good. And then my water when I'm going to work, I got for my birthday.
Are you driving to work or
Yeah, I'm driving to work. And for my birthday, I got a bag of electrolytes. So I've been putting up. I have a big jug of water. I think I brought it here, like that guy. I throw some electrolytes in there, so I drink my electrolytes on my way to work. Drink that full thing of water, and then by the time I get to work, I'm full. I feel like I can hit the bench, pull wire. For like basically all day. I don't really take a lunch. I just work all day till like 4 o'clock because I have like a pretty hefty breakfast. Then I get home. I'll have like a little protein shake. I have like those small protein shakes right there. It's like 30 grams to the dome. I'll have like a little
that
bit.
one smells kind of bad. I would have tossed that.
That's fine. And then I have like a little bit of carbs, like I don't know, like a bagel or something. I'll hit a workout. Finish my workout, and then I will have dinner with my family. My mom, shout out to my mom, she chefs insane dinners. So
that dinner on your birthday was so good.
So good.
So good.
Yeah, so I get crazy good dinners. Like I wouldn't be where I'm at without my mom, honestly. She cooks the most fire dinners, so I'm blessed. And then, whatever's left in the day, I'll do my Spanish. I think I'm on a 19-day streak. Pretty hype.
Buddy, 19 days?
It's not that much. I always break my streak, so like 19 days is good for me.
Okay.
And then nothing to flex though. And yeah, I'll do some Spanish, and I'll cook like maybe an edit, or I'll study some electrical and getting back and studying some electrical. So that's like my routine. Then
so when are the gym vids coming? Like the gym, you've been posting gym vids, so you go to the gym at night as well?
Yeah, so I rotate. One day's runs, one day's lifting. So every day I'm doing something.
How does it, like, because you're pretty physically active in your job, so when you come home, like, what's going through your brain to get you out and into the gym?
A lot of the time I just go right to the espresso machine when I get home. Get it in
You
there.
can do that? I can't do that. Like, if I have a coffee after, like, 1:30, I literally can't even sleep. I won't be able to go to bed till, like, 1 or 2 in the morning. It's awful.
I just destroy one. I don't feel that.
Do you ever pre-workout stuff?
I haven't been, but yeah, I used to just rip a scoop of pre-workout like 8 o'clock at night. Let's go ahead, Palm.
That's fucking, I would never be able to sleep. I'd be up until like 5 or 6 in the morning
Yeah.
watching YouTube videos or whatever. That's crazy.
So what do you think? What's your game plan for this marathon here?
What's my game plan?
What's
for
the game
marathon?
plan? You show up.
I think
You leave on like Friday, right? So you can.
Yeah, we leave on Friday. Polly, shout out to Polly.
You guys got some good plans, I assume.
Polly, yeah.
Polly's
got
good-
the
Polly's a
plan
good planner.
dialed, yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna honestly follow the sub 4. The guy that's holding
Are
the
you
sub
gonna
4
run
stuff.
like a consistent pace the whole time then?
I'm just gonna like hang out with whoever's hanging out. Like I'm literally just gonna go in and just enjoy myself on the sub 4. Like I'm gonna hang out with that guy.
Yeah.
It's like a 5:40 pace, and I'm just gonna hang out with that guy. If I'm feeling good I might try a negative split. So like once I hit like 30, if I'm still feeling really good, I might try to increase my pace to around like a 5:30, and then maybe leave him for a bit. But it depends. I might fall back a bit.
Do you have like your 3 days leading up, like carb load up, hydration, and then like your race day? Like,
I'm gonna carb load pretty heavily this week. I'm gonna carb. Yeah.
Have you talked? You got the best guy to talk to. You got Lance here.
Got
So
Lance the dance.
is he helping you out a little bit?
Yeah, he'll be helping me out. He actually just made me like a meal plan and a.
Just in general,
workout
or just
plan.
for the race?
Just in general. Just in general.
That's sick.
Get me in shape, but yeah. So I definitely tweaked it a little bit with my good old friend Coach Chat. Coach Chat's been keeping me
He's dialed,
dialed.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna probably just stay around that 5:40 pace and just run that. Just run that, and then maybe go a bit in front of them. But sometimes I'll have to.
Yeah.
But yeah, just go to warfare.
And then just a podcast for music.
Yeah, I'll probably start out with some tunes.
Some tunes.
Start out with
Get you
tunes.
dialed.
I like starting out with tunes and then going into my pods.
Just get
and then,
focused.
but like last marathon, it was 4 hours. I finished it in 4:13, I believe my time was.
4:13?
something, yeah.
Well, you could.
And then
That's
I could
good, that's
definitely,
good.
improve, but yeah. So I ran, or no, what was I gonna say? Fuck.
It's okay. Are you bringing like what kind of gels do you? Are you just gonna use
I've
those?
been training with gels.
Yeah, I haven't either.
You been training with gels?
No, it's just too crazy. I don't care. I just go through the pain. It
Yeah.
just seems like a bit of a hassle to go.
I just
get
want to make a
gels.
10K tomorrow and just have like 5 gels in that
I
thing.
think we're just gonna run a 10K tonight and just steal Lance's gels.
I don't know if I'm running
Using
that.
using gels for a 10K is just silly.
No, you don't need
You
it.
don't need it.
I only used it for like my 20K.
How many gels do you think you'll like? Are you gonna rip? You have to rip gels. You'll be so hungry. I did 25K the other day and I literally just had to call it because I didn't have gels. I got so hungry. Like anything after like 20K, you start to get hungry. You'll be dying if you don't have gels.
Yeah, no. I might just. I'll
I'm
probably
bring like,
just
I
stick
think
to
I'm
the
bring like
gears.
7.
I'll probably bring like 5 or 6. I won't like because I'm gonna probably try to rip them every 8K. Probably rip them every 8K. Just chill. I'm just gonna listen to my body. Just run at a consistent pace. I'm not gonna go out of like I'm not gonna like if I'm feeling really good. I know the Alpha Flies. They've got a nice roller on them.
Oh, yeah.
So
These things are super sick.
yeah, they got.
These things are, dude. Actually, mine are not that bad. For lightness, they're not that bad. They're definitely noticeably heavier.
Yeah, they're definitely.
Guys, these are my race day shoes. They're not carbon plated, but they feel really nice on my foot, and I got them for my birthday, so there's no need to buy some new shoes. They're the Triumph 22s.
Yeah, those for your
Sauconys. Yeah, my dad bought them for me. Shout out to my dad. But they've been feeling really good in the prep so far, and yeah, I feel like they support my foot super well. They're probably not as fast of a shoe as the Alpha Flies, but I'm not breaking records out here, so they should be good.
Yeah,
I think they'll be fine.
It's not about the shoe. It's about.
Yeah, it's not about the shoe. Yeah, like I bought those Hokas last time, top of the line Hokas, and I fell apart in shambles. Worst blisters, toenails gone.
Okay, do you think?
Terrible run.
Do you think if you would have stuck to your trainers, you would have done better or worse?
I think I still probably would have cramped up. I think my foot would have been in better condition. I wouldn't have lost the toenails. Actually, I still probably would have been in pretty bad condition because the socks in general I wore were like the worst socks you possibly could have picked out of your drawer. so I still would have been blistered up. I don't know. It would have been. I wouldn't have got sub 3 either way. Let's put it that way. It's definitely not the shoes.
Yeah.
It's definitely the guy that's wearing the shoes.
Yeah.
So.
I'm gonna buy for the Mary. I'm gonna buy those goo gels. Do every 8K, I think. Feel myself out. Feel it nicely. You're just going. Cause I know when you talk to Lance, you're like, I'm going to the gate fired.
No, I think I need to think about that more this week. To be honest, like I'm scared to go out not at 4:15, like at 4:30, and then have to catch up when I'm more tired. I think I don't want to come out too fast. I think I might just come out and try and stick to a solid 4:15 pace, and on that last 15K or on that last 5K, just unleash it, just shave up a couple seconds. Because Strava is always a little off. I only have my phone. I'm not a Garmin guy. I'm not that guy yet, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to listen to my shitty phone that's usually slightly off. So I'll try and listen to my phone. Stay at 4:15 if all goes as planned. Obviously, that's gonna be extremely difficult, and it might not happen. If it doesn't happen, I'm still gonna do my best. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna try and stick to a steady pace, just because I don't know, doing what Lance is doing seems pretty difficult. But I think that I'm running 2 marathons in 2 weeks, so I'm gonna try and do what Lance does.
This guy's going sub 3. You're going sub 3 for.
It's just double sub 3.
Double sub 3.
We'll see. I don't know. It probably won't happen. But
Maybe it probably won't happen. What happened? What happened to confidence? Where's that going?
Like I'm going for it, but like I'm prepared. I'm prepared to fail if it happens.
Yeah. Yeah. What would you do differently?
I felt like I was gonna go sub 3 every time I've raced. And I've never achieved it yet, so I'm not as delusional as my first 2 marathons. I've got a lot more training on this one, so there's a better chance I could.
I feel like we've done the same amount of training. You ran like when did you start training for this?
I haven't stopped training. I ran all throughout. I haven't stopped.
Even when you were in.
I haven't
Spain?
stopped training. Yeah, I was running in Spain all summer. I haven't stopped training.
You've been training for like a full year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got this in the bag.
Yeah, I got this in the bag.
So you're sub 3 at this.
Sub 3.
You're Boston qualified.
I'm gonna have 2 medals around my neck. Two chains.
What's it gonna be like when you're in Boston?
Well, I actually might qualify for the Boston because I'm running as Eddie Parker in the BMO, so I'm running in the 45-year-old group.
Yeah, but they're gonna
I'm putting on a wig.
Can you imagine Eddie gets to run Boston because of you? That'd be crazy. That'd be insane.
No, but I'm probably gonna go tarps off. I'm just gonna come through as a 45-year-old pipe up. But yeah, last thing I have to ask you is like, how are you balancing? Like, are you still lifting? And like, if you're trying to lose weight now, what's been stopping you from losing weight before?
What do you say? Are you saying that I'm?
No, you just said that's why you're on a diet. On a diet, like I don't know. What are your goals? Maybe you don't need to lose weight.
That's fine.
Like what's your lifting and like?
You're not very PR training, buddy.
Bro, you call me fat. Further on.
No, I'm trying to rip the gym at least 3 days a week. So I'm doing push-pull legs, my split right now. Just do push-pull legs. pretty
simple.
Yeah, pretty simple there.
You train with anyone? You train with Lance?
Not really. I usually don't hit the gym if I do that day until like later in the day, just because my mornings are usually just blocking in.
Yeah. I like the gym later in the day.
I do kind of want to go to the gym today and just roll out my legs, to be honest with you. But what gym are you with?
I don't have a gym.
Oh yeah, dude.
I literally have weights at my house, and then I work out with Brendan like a couple times a week. So if he wants to work out, he just lets me in. Truth.
Yeah. Truth nice. Looks nice.
Pretty sick.
The people in there are absolutely York City, Utah. I don't think I'd look very good in there.
You just gotta walk around lads, bro. It's market territory.
Yeah. What are you benching these days? Because
I haven't been on the bench because it's been not really in like an actual gym. I've just been training dumbbells. Like I just do like 5 sets of 20.
That was so funny when we were talking about like the runner that broke that I think it was like broke like 250 or the sub 3, or he broke the sub 2. He got 2:59 marathon.
Yeah.
We were like talking about him. And you're like, oh yeah, that's fucking pipsqueak, buddy. Let's get him on the bench. I was like, this guy.
Well, it's true. Like, if I get cooked by someone in a race, but I look at them and I'm like, you can't bench 225. I'm like, who cares, right? It's like, buddy, you know, I excel in different areas. It is what it is.
That's crazy. Think about it.
But I'm trying to be the best of both worlds. That's the goal.
Think you're ever gonna get like a sub 2 marathon?
Sub 2? Buddy, I'm...
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm not going to get a sub 2.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
What is
sub
that?
2. You got like 159, I think, marathon.
I'm not willing to shade my body down to that level of skinniness to go for sub 2.
Have you seen those like?
They're too skinny. I couldn't do it.
Who's
They're too fragile. Too fragile.
Have you seen those run clubs in like Uganda and shit like that, like down in Africa, bro?
They're sprinting, bro.
They'll be running like 3 minutes.
Their legs are like. I can't even explain it, dude. They look fast. They're fast.
Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, I watched that one guy that was like documenting it, and he was like me trying to keep up with a run club. On a Sunday morning, and they were going like fucking 350.
You kind of started the run. Now that I think about it, like you just out of nowhere. Like, why did you just start running? I remember you just started driving to the breakwater. Like, I think you low key got me fired up on running. I think you actually started.
I just needed it to like just clear.
You actually got me started on running. I think. Like, you were the starter of everyone's running.
I just started running because I was like, I need to like just like. Exhaust the body, tame the mind. Dan Martell. That was a Dan Martell thing. But I just needed to I needed to go clear my brain a lot back then.
Yeah.
And I found it was really good to just. Honestly, running is also nice because it's a good thing to do, right? Because if you don't have a lot of hobbies, it's a good thing to kind of get out. It's not.
It got all the boys together, too.
Yeah, it got all the boys together quite a bit. It's like you can actually go and see the city that you're living in, which is also really nice.
Yeah, so
There's
cool.
a lot of places that I haven't really explored where I got to explore with running. Because it's like, I'm not a big, like, I'm going to go sit at this place, or I'm going to go for a walk at this place.
Yeah.
But, like, if I'm going to, like, I'm going to go for a run at this place, it's like, oh, okay, like, I'll actually go do that. I'll get some good exercise, burn some calories. Like, when I started running off rip, like, end of January last year, I was 190, bro. I didn't have a lot of muscle in my body, so let's just say I was a little on the tubbier side. And then, like, a month and a half of, like, running, I cut a lot of carbs out. Focus more on protein. I lost like 20 pounds.
Yeah, what do you think, like, what are your, like, guilty pleasures when it comes to food? Like, they're, like, probably, like,
I love chocolate. Honestly, like, my diet is nowhere near dialed right now. It's
like, what are the things you're buying, though, that is making it not dialed? I feel like, it's not rocket science. Like, you are what you put into your body. So, like, what are you putting into your body?
If I'm what I put in my body, I'm a junior chicken a lot of the times. I'm a junior chicken and some large fries.
So is that like your, like, because you're dialed, you don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't do anything. Is that like your guilty pleasure food?
Getting peppy. What?
Like, is that like your I don't know, your guilty pleasure, like some fucking burgers or something?
I feel like, I don't know, ever since I moved out, I don't really have money. Like, I don't really eat, like, too bad. Honestly, I got Lance here. It's pretty healthy, I would say. A lot of pizza.
Pizza,
900-degree pizza, which is amazing.
I bet 900-degree pizza is pretty flat now. I've never had it, but I have a $50 gift card now, so we should go.
It's pretty good.
That's good.
It's pretty good. Lance. Yeah, you gotta go when Lance is working, and, like, he knows what to order. There's some good stuff. Like, he's came home with, like, honey. Like sprinkled honey on a pizza, and I was like, what? That doesn't go. And then you bite into it. It's obviously got, like, a bunch of other stuff, and you bite into it, and it's just, like...
It's one of your favorite
pizzas?
It's
like crack. It's so good, yeah. So. It's, yeah. But, yeah, in terms of, like, guilty pleasures that I have, in terms of, like, not dialing, I'd say just... Yeah, I don't even know, to be honest.
Do you start munching at night? When you start putting on the food? When you start eating?
I told you, I eat like that 11, 12 o'clock breakfast hash. That stuff's good. Like that breakfast hash you get from Costco, I go through bags of that stuff. But I'm usually, now I'm incorporating more eggs into it. Like I used to like not really incorporate eggs. Now I'm incorporating like 5 or 6 eggs into it. So I'm not as much hash obviously now. But guilty pleasures, I would say, honestly just not running and not going to the gym, I would say is probably my biggest guilty pleasure, or just sitting down and watching TV. It's my guilt. Yeah, those are kind of like my.
That's not bad.
Yeah, honestly, it's pretty.
Even like people from like the outside, like I don't know, like Jay Neves or something like.
From the outside.
No, let me explain. Like people that don't see you every day,
yeah.
And then they see you like you've made like a big change in your lifestyle. Like you're partying a lot more when you graduated high school. and like you just decide to lock in, and it's been noticeable. You've been super dialed in, doing your business, work with marketing, and running. You got into running. You got
I definitely miss those days though.
And,
being able to go on a little.
I just want to say I'm proud of you.
Oh, I appreciate it.
It's dialed. It's nice to see, and I feel like all the boys. I'm proud of all the boys because all the boys have like grown out of that state. Or most of the boys.
Yeah. No, I would say I definitely miss going on a little 3-day bendy though. Like,
no. I love the dial, and I'm proud of all the boys because the dial wouldn't be fun if I couldn't like go for a run with all you boys. It's so sick that I can just call.
It's nice that we have
call you guys.
Yeah.
Go for a lift or go for a run. It makes life way better.
It's nice that we have it's nice that we have healthy hobbies that we can enjoy with each other rather than like because our only hobby really used to just be like getting together and drinking.
Yeah.
Which.
We had great times. I don't regret it. I had to get it out of my system.
I don't regret it. Yeah. I'm honestly happy that I got it out of the way. When
I feel like I'd probably not be in this state of my life right now if I didn't get it out of my system.
I would probably still be doing it if I didn't. If I tried dialing it in when I was younger, and then like, cause there's so many more temptations now.
Yeah.
But I feel like
now that you can do it,
it feels like I've already done it. It's like
Yeah,
because you go to like it's like tonight, Saturday night. You know exactly what's gonna happen at every single place downtown, and every single bar, every single club.
Yeah.
It's textbook every single time. So it's like now, but it's like
we
we know that
4 times. I don't even know what it's like downtown to be honest, but I don't care. Like I really don't care about it.
Same. I have no idea what that place is like.
My new favorite thing though is going for a run on Friday night and just running through the city and just like reminding myself that I'm on like the right path. Like you'll just see people that are just drunk.
Aura farming. That's textbook aura farming.
Yeah, I usually go tarps off.
Yeah, that's farming aura at fucking highs. That's like triple XP right
No, but like you just see people like someone just slogs, like they're running all over the world, like falling all over the road, and then you're just like locked in. And when you're running, you're so alert. So like, do you find that when you're running, you're like the most alert? Yeah. You look around and you're like taking everything
It's
in.
so fucking boring.
Yeah, well, usually on my Friday run, I just recently started doing it with Ethan. He just joins me on a Friday night, and we just run through the city because like it's just super fun. Like the city's alive. There's just so much going on, so it keeps your brain like occupied when you're running. You don't even care about the run, and it's just like you just realize like there's just so many people making different decisions all at once, and then it's like you're just locked in on the run. And you get home on a Friday because like Friday night kind of sets the tone for the weekend. So I've been liking that a lot. Just like making sure like, hey, the grind's exhausting, but we're on the right track, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, guys, you got anything else to ask me? I know you had a notepad. I didn't see you pull out the notepad or anything.
No, I did have some questions for you. You want one of the questions?
Yeah, okay.
It's a good question.
You giggled when you did it.
It's okay. It's a good question.
I'm supposed to have the questions, but I just usually just go off the top. Maybe I should get my questions out the next time. But I feel like we covered most things.
What's that guy from The Hangover's name that there's
with the glasses and the baby?
Yeah, what's his name?
I don't know his name, but we all know what we're talking about.
This question is inspired by him.
Alright.
What's it like running 2 marathons back to back and going for sub 3? Like at what point do you think it's just delusion?
Well, right now it's still delusion, and it'll be delusion until I make it happen. But until it happens, I will be delusional because what it takes to be exceptional is you have to be a little bit delusional, and you have to keep pushing your limits. And the only way to push your limits is to, I don't know, you got to believe that the impossible is possible. Maybe it's not impossible, but it's very difficult. And I believe in myself. I believe that I can run sub 3. And I believe that I put in the work, and if I haven't put in enough work, then I'll put in more work until I achieve that goal. So it's just a cycle that won't end until it ends, and I will run sub 3 in my life, no matter what. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
If it's not tomorrow, then it's in a few weeks or a year.
It's like that
doesn't matter.
Mexican UFC fighter.
Yeah,
if it's not tomorrow, I will give it the next day.
Yeah, that's my mentality. So I'm just not gonna back down until I crush my goals.
PR trained answer. That was good.
Yeah, well, that's just fact.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that. And you talked a lot about the music that you listen to. What music do you listen to? I'm sure that some people were curious to get you so dialed in. I listen to it sometimes.
I don't have my phone, but like guys, it's like
like you've said a couple times, you're like, oh, like German death metal.
No, I mean there's a little bit of that, but
it is that.
There's a little bit of that. We got a little bit of Russian rock.
Russian. What?
No, it's like going into battle type music. There's some of that, and then there's like that's only like a small. It's usually like I don't know if you see like if you ever see I don't even know how to describe it. If you ever see like a TikTok edit or something of someone's like you know like that crazy like it's not it's like funk, but it's not Brazilian funk. It's like there's only certain ones that hit, and they're like a mixture between hardstyle and like funk, and it's like. There's not much lyrics. It's just I can't even describe it. It just gets me fired up. That's all. It's like super intense, like just like bass and I don't know.
Oh yeah.
It's just bouncing. It feels like your ears are bouncing. Stuff like that. I was actually convinced. I was like, yes, I'm getting it across.
I'm like, I actually have zero clue. All right. Where do you?
You listen to white girl music? That's crazy.
Can you, dude? Like
it burns my ears.
It's
Again.
unreal, bro. You're playing some like Lush.
Not me,
one song Lush.
I feel like it's running home on that shit. That's not me.
Dude, some white girl music, bro. You can't go wrong with white girl music.
Anyone that's listening to white girl music on the marathon, I'm gonna break them now. Their souls instantly just grab.
I'll probably rip it for. I like to start out, energy's high. And then I'm probably like last marathon.
Who's your favorite white girl artist?
I don't know any of the new ones, to be honest with you.
Like one of the OGs though.
The OGs, I mean, Katy Perry did a great job in her day. Katy Perry fucking killed it. Let's just be 150 right now.
Keep it a honeybee.
Yeah, like Katy Perry did a great job. But on my last marathon, like I listened to that sales podcast, and then for the first 30K, and then the last 10K, 12K, I threw on Goggins.
Goggins.
Literally,
yeah, that's
like
a go-to. Yeah, Goggins.
YouTube edit of him just screaming.
Can't go wrong with Goggins. Yeah,
digging, fucking pussy.
Digging that cookie jar, buddy. Like, come on.
Nothing was worse. And he's like, call me a bitch, and then I just get passed by like some like 4'5" like person, some kid. I'm just like,
yeah, it's dark.
Yeah, there's nothing worse. Where do you go mentally when your body's just telling you to stop? Because like we know that you've got a little bit of a social following. We know you got a little bit of a social following around like weightlifting, pushing yourself. You're going for sub 3. You've been in a lot of situations where your body is in critical condition, but somehow you keep going. You push through that. You break through those and you get it done. And I just want to know like where do you go mentally to keep yourself going through that?
I would say, you know, there's moments in life where you're like the most sad, like something bad happens, and like you make a bad decision or you fail something, and like that pain kind of like that sad unware pain just like lasts for like a few weeks. Like it's one of those bad like dark times in your life. I feel like I've been through like a decent amount of those in my life, and every time I overcome those, I don't forget it. It's like I forget who.
Cookie jar.
No, David Goggins explains it different. Like when you get like a physical scar, you can see it, but like we all have mental scars too.
Yeah.
Like, things that like we've went through that were very difficult for us. And when a race gets hard, I just think about things that have been much harder that I've overcame in my life.
And then it makes it seem.
And I just go, oh, like this is just a bit of pain. Like this is only like for 3 hours. Like I don't really give a shit. I'm just gonna push through this because like. Literally, your physique is literally a representation of you pushing through pain and resistance. So that's like life. Life is like overcoming pain.
That's a good way to put it.
Life is like pushing through resistance. Literally, you can take the easy path and go stock the shelves. I'm not like everyone. People need to stock the shelves, but like
nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. But like, if you want to be exceptional, you're gonna have to push through the resistance of like learning. And the whole process is probably gonna be uncomfortable like the entire way. You're gonna have to push through being like procrastinating, not wanting to do it, and I've noticed that. And I'm just starting my journey. Like I'm nowhere near where I want. Like I have so many goals I still want to achieve. Yeah. And like the path isn't clear, but I'm learning more. I feel like as we get older, I'm learning more about myself slowly but surely. And that's something I just realized in my mind. It's just like life is like pushing. Life is like the gym. Life is like a marathon, and it's life is the real marathon. It's the real race. It never ends, and I'm just gonna try and enjoy every kilometer in the race, not focus on the finish because the finish will come, and I'm just gonna try and stay present the whole time, focus on each step, and just embrace the pain that I'm gonna go through because it's gonna end eventually, and I'm just gonna embrace it. I'm just gonna, every time my mind snaps, it's gonna be snapping the whole time, saying, "Oh my God, this is too hard," but I'm just gonna try and overcome that thought every time, and hopefully I don't cramp up. That's the only thing that's gonna stop me.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try and eat my mind up.
Yeah.
What about you? Like when it gets hard for you, what keeps you going? Do you have a different approach?
No, it's pretty similar, honestly. That cookie jar, like
The cookie jar, that's a different
cookie jar. Yeah, if you guys aren't too familiar with cookie jar, like it's just like
It's different.
it's all the bad things. Yeah, it's all the bad things that's ever happened to you.
Pull it out.
And you just throw it all in one place. So then when you're going through that physical pain, and you're going through pain, because like realistically, like when I was doing the marathon and I was in that tough spot, like I thought about some of the shitty things that happened in my life. And that marathon was literally nothing. I was like, oh, this is fucking nothing compared to what I've been through.
Exactly.
So I was just like, I'm just gonna push through it. And it's like it's nice to kind of like look back at stuff.
And I overcame that.
Yeah, you just overcome it. It's good. Honestly, but yeah, there's nothing better than that discipline and that motivation that kind of brings.
Yeah, because true strength comes from when you fail, but you get back up and you come back stronger. And when you overcome, say you wanted to quit during that marathon, but you ran through it, you get a little bit stronger in life because of that. Because you showed yourself that you can push through, you know.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, boys. That's it. We're 8 days out. You ready? Are you nervous?
No, I'm not nervous. I'm born for this.
I fear no race.
I'm born for this. My knees a little nervous, but my knees will be fine.
You'll be
35, 30, 32, 35K. I feel like that's when I'm gonna probably notice something, potentially. But
Okay.
I'm just gonna go out there, enjoy myself.
The night before, I think you're going to like a football game or something. Jaden was asking me to go, but I think I'm gonna meditate.
Bro, I'm going out and having a couple of beers, bro. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm getting myself.
Meditate?
Yeah, I'm getting myself.
Meditate for what?
Get myself mentally prepared, buddy.
Mentally prepared, buddy. Just strap on the laces in the morning and go out there and take soul.
I'll be just going like this, doing some breath work.
Meditate. Yeah, right, you're meditating, buddy. You literally, you're the last person that would ever meditate.
I'm dead serious.
Have you ever meditated before?
Yeah, so many times.
What do you do?
I'll usually put on, like, if I'm feeling stressed, like, I'll be, like, in bed or something. And if I'm, like, I don't know, sometimes when I get stressed, I get, like, shorter breath almost. And I'll just put on, like, a calming meditation. I'll close my eyes, I'll do the breath work. And, yeah.
You think about your breath and think about clearing your brain.
Just calm.
I found that was probably the hardest part of meditation. Is like every time you get a thought about something.
Yeah, you notice those thoughts just come in your head. And I do that a lot.
Yeah.
Dude, that's probably why I've, like, always been in the gym. Is I'm a big thinker. I get mad big time. Like, I get stressed out, like, a lot, dude. So that's why I have to go to the gym, because I just know that clears my mind, and I take everything out in the gym. I just push the weight.
Yeah.
I'm just like, fuck, like,
yeah,
if I sit in my problems, then I'll think way too much. So I have to, like, go run or go, like, lift. Like, I have to overcome those thoughts, because they'll eat me up.
Yeah, physical activity is nice for that. Like,
Yeah.
I find that like
That's
it really
big
does a
for
good
me.
job of clearing your brain. Because I'm a big thinker too. Like
I'm a big
sometimes
thinker.
I'll get into bed and I'll just sit there and just think about scenarios, stuff,
Yeah.
and just most random stuff ever. You a big dreamer too? You dream quite a bit?
Yeah, I do dream quite a bit. What do you usually dream about?
I don't know. I literally was explaining this
Mine
to
is
Jared
random,
today.
I don't know.
Like my dreams are like imagine me just like on a day just going to like Nanaimo, going to Parksville, going like all the way to like Vancouver, going to Victoria. It's like I'm doing all these things, but I actually can't tell you a single thing that I'm doing, bro. I can't tell you a single thing that I'm doing. Let's use.
Is that Lance, you think?
That's probably my mom. What was it? What was my mom? I'm gonna have to call her back.
You can get Patty on the phone if you want.
No, I'll give her a quick call back in a second. She
What were you
probably
saying though?
talk to
I
me.
think I completely forgot what you were saying after.
Oh,
You're talking about dream.
what? Yeah. Like it's like going to like Vancouver, going to freaking California, going to
You're just traveling.
like it's not like traveling, but it's like that concept. Like, it's like I have no idea what I'm doing. Like I'm doing stuff in my dreams, but when I tell you what I'm doing in my
I know,
dreams,
it's impossible.
I can't actually tell you because I'm like
I know.
there doing something, but like it just makes no sense for me to say. It's like literally like how I said, like having a full day of just going places, but having no idea what you're doing there and why you're doing anything. But in your dream, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
I was talking to Jared about dreaming, and he's just like, bro, I've never had a dream in my life. Like, what are you?
What?
He didn't say that, but like, he's like,
Who the heck is that is so dark. Just a blank brain.
No. Like he's like dreaming. He's like you dream of people. And I'm like, yo,
What does he dream about? Goblins? Like what? This is the Lord of the Rings, dude.
Yeah, he's like, oh no, he's like, I've had dreams of like a forest usually, where I'm just in a forest. And I'm like, what?
That's crazy.
But he's like,
I noticed that wine gives me nightmares, bro.
Is
I
it?
drink wine like a decent amount when I'm in Spain, and if I have like more than 2 glasses, I notice I get like nightmares, dude. Like sometimes. That shit is like crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I looked it up, it's a real thing. Like sometimes alcohol can like give you nightmares because you don't get into like as good of a sleep.
What kind of nightmares do you have? Do you remember?
I don't know. Like, I wake up and I'm in like warfare or something.
You wake up and you're in warfare?
Like I'm in a war or something. Like nuts. Like it's like high. Yeah, like I'm in combat, dude.
That's crazy.
Sleeping, I'm in full combat.
Full combat.
Full combat.
Damn.
It's nuts.
You ever thought about going to war before? Like if Canada had
I'm not afraid.
Yeah. Would you sign up? I'd sign up.
I wouldn't want to sign up. That's just pretty dense. But
Yeah, but like,
if I get drafted, I'm going out there. Like yeah.
Yeah. But if they were gonna do a draft, it's better to sign up than it is to just get drafted. Because if you get drafted, you're pretty cooked. Like you're on the front lines. Like you're pretty dust. But if you sign
I
up,
would never really put that much thought into it. I don't know the ins and outs of it.
That's what my grandpa did. My grandpa knew that Canada was gonna get drafted for
Well,
war, so he signed up.
Put it this way, I'm not afraid to go to war, but you have to realize if you're going to war, you're probably just gonna die. So like, I'd rather not go to war. But like, if I have to go to war, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. If shit happens, if I gotta go to war, I gotta go to war.
I'd be pretty cheddared before like going.
You'd be
back.
cheddared?
I'd be pretty pissed. I'd be like, fuck, like I'm going to fight for. Because like I'd just like to just keep to myself and just live my life. You know what I mean? So like I'd be going to fight for a war for like the people, obviously.
If it was like a war over nothing, but if it was like someone like a country really fucked us over, then I'd be coming with it. Yeah, I'm coming out, stripes on my fucking.
You pretty chatted about the terrorists?
Yeah, I don't appreciate it. What did we do, bro? The Trudeau just. I don't know. Politics just pisses me off. I have to listen to like some Mark Carney just go talk. I'm like, buddy. You're a loser.
Yeah, no, I would
like okay, like you know politics, but like I look at Mark Carney and I see no enthusiasm or happiness in his eyes, dude. He just looks like a blank canvas, and I'm like, dude, I don't want this guy to be telling me what what's gonna happen in my life, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I need someone like I don't know. I just need someone that has like a bit of life to their face. Carney just looks a little dry. He looks like exactly what a government would be, dude. That guy. That guy looks like the government.
Oh, that's fine.
You know?
Yeah.
Like at least Trump's got a little bit of fucking spice to him.
Yeah.
He does what he wants. Like I wouldn't mind if Trump was running Canada. We're getting cooked by him right now. It sucks. We got no one to stand up to him, dude.
Yeah.
And I feel like we don't even have the right to stand up to him. I'm not even gonna get into politics, dude.
I was just gonna bring it back to like, I would be pretty pissed. Like the night before going into. Or like the night before, like the draft or something like that, like I'd probably get pretty blitzcranked. Like I'd probably get pretty.
You get hammered?
I'd probably get a light buzz.
I'd be bumping more music, pumping crates
More
and protein shakes. I'd be feeling sharp. I need to be sharp in combat.
I'd probably go.
I wouldn't be drinking at all. If I had, oh my god, my anxiety. If I drank the night before going to war, I'd have the worst anxiety. I'd probably die on the way there just from anxiety. I'd be listening to probably just be chilling with the boys. I'd probably get a stogie. Probably get a stogie.
What the fuck is a stogie?
Oh, you don't know what a stogie is?
Stogie? No. I'm a young, cool, and liberal like you, bro.
Oh, buddy. I guess you're just not a stud.
What's a stogie?
Only studs smoke stogies, bud.
What are they? Just a fucking cigarette?
They're cigars, bud.
Stogie, what? Where does this word come? Where'd you get that from? Who said that?
That's what Arnold says, bud. They go, yo, so like, why do you smoke stogies? He goes, I smoke stogies where I want because I'm a stud.
I like that.
So I'd smoke a stogie probably because that's classy. Have my protein shakes, put on some war music with the boys, get battle ready.
Think about it.
Throw on some stripes.
A couple weeks before, what I would probably do is I'd go.
I'd shave my head. Why not?
I'd shave the head too.
Yeah.
I was already thinking about shaving my head with Lance, but I don't think I'm doing it. My hairline's pretty butchered. I can't believe I pulled off braids when I was in high school. I
Yeah, I swear your hairline was like
wasn't
money back then. It was better than mine because mine was awful. I vividly remember being in the truck and getting my head shaved and looking in there and going, oh my god, you were like, that is bad. Like right here, just came back far and I was like, oh, I'm cooked. And now you're the one complaining about your hairline.
Oh man, my hairline's been butchered. Yeah, I'm getting old. I'm getting
We're getting up.
I can't believe I pulled off the braids though when I was a kid. I look back at my pictures and I'm like, oh fuck, bro.
Yeah, I got chirped so bad I shaved this stuff after 2 weeks.
There's a
It only lasted 2 weeks. That was a bad play.
What were we thinking? There was a portion of my life where I was like, that was probably the closest I was to being cool, I would say.
Yeah, I mean,
I was
in my life
sick.
when we were rappers. That was sick.
Yeah.
I still bump those tunes once in a while.
Do you?
Yeah, that's pretty.
I always forget that like we used to rap.
That was probably the funnest period of my life. That was so fun.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. It was pretty fun just hopping on the beat.
Just in high school, nothing mattered. We would literally just go home. We had nothing better to do but just cook in the studio. It was pretty fun.
I know. I wish I invested in Bitcoin or something like that.
Yeah, we were too busy cooking low.
I don't know what I was doing in the womb, bro, back then, bro. Like, why was I fucking playing hockey growing up, bro? I should have been just fucking
I don't know.
toss my money into
Should have could have would have, but
no,
okay.
yeah, those rapid days were something for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely a moment in our lives where
Time's trippy how it's like
things peaked for sure.
24 is crazy.
Yeah, but you're 24 now.
Yeah.
I'm 23. I'm holding on to 23 until October 8th.
24 is like you're almost halfway to your 30, or you're almost halfway to your 20s.
Yeah, you're officially in your mid 20s.
Yeah.
Like you're getting there. Have you even found any gray hairs? I've gotten gray hairs now.
Yeah.
I don't know what's
had a couple.
I've had a couple too. I'm like, what is going on, bro?
At first it gave me like mild anxiety, and then I realized I earned those puppies.
You earned them.
I earned them.
Stressful.
They're like you know when you're like in the army and you get your trophies, like your medals.
Yeah.
That's how I treat them. Like yeah, like I've been through some shit. I'm still here, you know. Tight shit.
Bro, that's crazy.
Turn negative into a positive. That's what you gotta do in life.
Yeah.
There's many like I could give a shit about. If I have a gray hair, I could give a shit less, to be honest.
No,
there's people that are going through much worse than that gray hair. It's literally nothing to me.
No, but what I was actually gonna say, actually, I just thought of this. You were definitely the first person out of the boys to get locked in, like 100%. Because I remember you locked in a lot earlier than, because you got like Dahlia, like you get her, but like you met her.
Me and Thalia met, and then like ever since I met Thalia,
you haven't
I've
been
just
that
been
big of a
dialed in.
loose cannon.
Yeah.
Since you were a pretty loose cannon though.
But
yeah, you've been pretty locked in since, and that was like 3 years.
Shout out to my girlfriend, but she keeps me locked in just because I want to be the best version of myself for her, I'd say. Yeah. And I want to have a family one day, and like that stuff all kind of occurred to me because I'm super in love with Thalia, and I was like, she lives across the world, and the only way to make it work is to like not be degenerate and be locked in mentally, physically, and spiritually, so I can talk to her all the time. And I don't know, I was just tired of just feeling like shit, and I just wanted to feel better and make Thalia proud and not let her down. So that's why I locked in when I got her. She definitely like she helped me turn my life around for sure. Cause I used to party with the boys every weekend, but like as soon as I met Thalia, she came into my life at the right time, and it was.
It used to be cool.
Set in
No, you actually did lock in a lot earlier. Like you probably locked in like 2 years before I
just had no need because I don't know, like why do you go to club probably to meet women?
No, I used to go to meet guys.
Exactly. So I had no motivation to go to the club or anything. I was gonna hang out with the boys. I'd just come over and hang out. Like I didn't want to go to the club. I'll go to the club if it's like one of the boys' birthdays or something like that. Like that's like the only time I've been to the club. But like I don't know. I just don't have a motive.
You also had a lot of like you had some pretty crazy house parties back in the day. Like where it was just kind of like you definitely let your house get ran through by the fucking.
We had our good times. Put it that way. And now we're dialed in, bud.
Yeah, we're back. But you dialed in quite early. You were posting your content. Your content's also got a lot better, which is nice to see.
Still lots of room to improve.
Yeah. I just actually convinced Lance to purchase this like course. It's by 1P Creative. Their creatives are so good. By creatives I mean like just like videos, like video edits.
Creatives?
1P Creative is a company and they just sell a course essentially. It's like a 2-hour course on like making your editing more engaging, more eye-catching to grow your following organically, and they've helped. I mean, they've definitely got some solid case studies, but it's just like any other course. Like
What's the course
essentially,
cost?
it's like $57. It's pretty cheap. It's not very much. It's a 2-hour course, and yeah, essentially it just gives you a lot of it's like marketing. Like it's a lot of like marketing theory and just like showing you how to like properly like. Because like obviously like the hook is the most important.
Yeah.
Like getting that proper hook in your content is gonna be key, and then you want to keep them engaged throughout the video. And they've kind of like found like a style of editing and found different things that work really really well to keep engagement. Because at the end of the day, like you're posting for fun, but like it would be nice to start to grow your
I know
views,
what you mean,
right?
for
Like
sure.
start at like 200 views and go to 400, then like 800, 1,000, and kind of continue on.
One thing I've noticed though, like not to cut you off,
you're good.
is like I think 100% all those metrics matter. But if you could spend hours on those metrics, and if you're making short form content, you could make the perfect video. But if you haven't been consistent posting for a while, I don't think that video will do peanuts. Unless it's like a long form YouTube video and it's like lights out nuts. I think that could go.
Yeah.
That could gain traction over time. But like when it comes to that short form content, I feel like the most important part when I was seeing my most gains was when I was consistent every day. That's when I was starting to get like decent views. But like I lost consistency just through like school and like other things going on in my life. But I feel like the most important thing when it comes to like content creation, what I've noticed is like consistency.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to bring that consistency again. It's very hard when you're like you have like more priorities in your life. But like I think if you treat it like your full-time job, or like say if I'm studying Spanish every day, if you treat it like that and you bring that consistency week after week, if you look at anyone that succeeds in like social media, I guarantee they probably post like consistently like every week.
Yeah.
And they've been doing that for years.
I would say like consistently. Like I don't post content, so it's hard for me to say anything. I have no following.
No, you're cooking a piece right now.
What?
You're making a piece of content right now.
Yeah, that's different. It's like an ad.
I mean, but that's cool.
An ad.
I mean, that what you were talking about is like that's exactly what you need to do though for like an ad. Like you need to nail the hook right off the bat and stuff like that. Did you take the course?
No, I didn't take the course, but I'm gonna take it with Lance.
Yeah, Lance's content's been dialed.
Yeah, but you guys have so much B-roll. Like you have so much B-roll. Like if I was in a position where I was constantly posting content or like posting like weekly, I would sit down for one day of the month and I'd cook up like 15, 20 videos. I cook up like because like technically you can do it. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like technically, like you have enough gym content where you could literally sit down tomorrow in your room and lock in for 8 hours and cook 20 videos up.
Oh, for sure.
And it would just sit there, right? And then you post 2 a day, right? You post 2 a day, and you have
that's what I want to get to, but
for 10 days.
The problem with me is when I get into an edit, I care so much about how it flows and how it looks that like the edit ends up taking me a few hours, and so I can only bang out a couple a day. If like I can bang out like some shitty edits and do 20 in a day, but
you could.
I care a lot about like when I'm creating, I get super into it, and I don't know. I just.
What are you using? CapCut or using?
I use DaVinci Resolve.
DaVinci. Yeah, because you could build out like templates essentially for the videos. So you could essentially find
videos.
videos.
That's what CapCut does.
Yeah, and that's what's like. Well, you build them out like personally, like yourself. So you personally like all you have to do is just plug new like video into the spot, and then it keeps that same like effect. It keeps that same speed.
Yeah, like
I
have my filters dialed in. I drag my filters in. I have my text dialed in. I have all those things dialed in. I have my videos all laid out into different folders and stuff like that. Like it's pretty dialed, but like it could be more dialed. And you're right. There's different shortcuts you can dial, and I need to get better at that to make it faster. But it's one of those things where I think one thing I lack is taking time to learn new skills. I'm good at like putting in the work, but I'm not good at taking a step back and learning new skills. So that's something I need to work on.
It's kind of like the video platforms are kind of like FL Studios. Or FL?
Yeah, mine, like you'll look at mine DaVinci, it looks exactly like FL. Like CapCut's a little different looking, but I know what you mean, like the board and everything is super similar, yeah. I like it. Super fun. But DaVinci's like identical to, it looks like identical to FL basically. It's sick.
Really? Yeah.
But like for what you're doing with like all those animated text, like it would take a lot longer if you wanted to dial that in on DaVinci. DaVinci's like, it's what like the professionals use. It's super technical. There's nothing like, there's no like
Why
stock.
did you switch from CapCut to DaVinci?
I mean, I was in CapCut when it was like first kind of like, it wasn't as advanced as it is now, but I switched to DaVinci because like some of the top like content creators that make videos that I like, when I was like grinding like every day, I had support like a select few of people, and like my top like 2 favorite creators both use DaVinci, and like DaVinci is like well known for the best for color grading, so like adjusting colors in your videos. And this one guy I followed like had the craziest looking colors in his videos, and I felt like it was just like eye candy, and like I didn't even care about the captions because like the visuals were like so sick. So like that caught my eye, and that's why I switched to DaVinci, because like the color grading on DaVinci's like top of the line best.
Yeah.
For film. So that's what made me switch.
Yeah, you started taking your editing pretty seriously, which is good to see. Like,
Still have a long way to improve, but
yeah.
Like I said, I need to spend more time learning, less time just producing. But it's just the balance of
But the more reps you do it, like
exactly.
Alex from Ozie says, like
yeah,
you
just
build
gotta put in
up
the work.
What's his saying? It's like you build up a stack of undeniable proof that says who you say you are.
I actually love Alex Herman and I. He thinks so deep.
So,
like I said, like
so
you can tell he's just like self-made. Like he's the real shit. He's no fake news, because he like speaks his mind, and it's the stuff that comes out of his mouth is like very intelligent. Like he's a deep thinker. That guy. I listen to him and I actually learn things. I'm like, damn, like he's got good advice.
Yeah, his advice is so like
good.
authentic. And
it's super authentic. It doesn't feel like he's like just trying to sell you something. Like he'll come on a podcast and like be so straight up with you.
Yeah.
Feels like, you know.
He gives
it is what it takes. It's gonna be extremely hard.
Yeah.
And that's what not many people do it.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, his book $100 Million Offers is really good.
I haven't read his book.
Yeah.
It's good though.
Yeah, it's a good book. He does a good job giving a lot of good. I guess I gotta read it again for sure. Read it with a pen and notepad, because I listened to it, but that's reading, right?
Yeah. All right, guys. That'll be it for today. I feel
what
like
are we going for?
I feel like we went for a long time. That was probably like 2 hours or something.
Bro, no, it's not 2 hours. I think it's an hour and 16 minutes, something like that.
That was pretty good.
Can't see. Or your thing's about to die, I think.
Yeah, it's about to die.
Camera.
Anyways, guys, I really appreciate you for coming on the pod and
yeah, do your
hosting
outro.
me.
Do your outro.
What's your outro? It was an unreal pod.
What's your
outro? Let's just have a good let's have a sip of water.
Yo, do your outro.
I don't have an outro.
Okay, wait, I'll do the outro. Alright, you gotta edit this out. Like there's some edits that I want to make. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's raw.
No, we're not.
No, we'll make some edits. We'll put in like that video me running. We might have to beep a couple things, but that's okay. That's fine.
We'll edit it out right away. Okay. What's going on, YouTube? Thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate your. Or wait, hold on. Let me run that back.
You guys say it was good. Thanks for watching the Parker pod. You know?
Yo, YouTube. Thank you so much for watching the Parker pod. It's April, a month to be grateful. Shout out to Flight Reacts.
Let's go.
But we appreciate, if you stay to the end, you absolutely have no life. Hate to break it, no, I'm just playing. Thank you so much for staying in and joining this wonderful pod. This is a good session. We got some good chats. Looking forward to race day. Get some content. You can link our stuff, our social media.
Smash up that like button. Smash up that.
Oh yeah, that's important.
Destroy the comment section.
Yeah.
And most importantly, guys, if you're watching this, stay locked in.
No, comment W if you made it to this far. Comment W. Just one W if you made it this far.
If you made it this far, you're furred up.
Yeah, if you made it this far, you're pretty cool.
Yeah, you're super cool. You should probably come on the pod next time.
Yeah, if you made it this far, I think you definitely, yeah. Yeah.
Alright, guys.
Alright.
I appreciate your support. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day whenever you're watching this. And we'll be back soon. The next pod will probably be filmed after we're done the race, but I'll be trying to film lots of content leading up to the race and run you guys through like what I'm feeling and stuff like that. So it should be dialed. We're gonna come out there, we're gonna take some souls, and we're gonna perform.
That's what we do best.
Let's go.
Stay locked in.
Locked in.